Just a yard pass there to the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
4 yards remain for second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip. On first down, Lawrence. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get it down here to the 43. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there. Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. Lawrence's throw there into the hands of Ross. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. On 2nd down, Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. 10-2 sub. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Touchdown, Dolphins! DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And now the rookie's free, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Watch it, get it.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. From the gun on third down, Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 123 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. They run out of the gun with Swift. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Lawrence. Flushed out right. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll try it now with Swift. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bengals will get the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Hurricane. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but
It's caught inside the 25. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.